What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Sorry I'm late. It's almost 5 o'clock, but it's crazy out here. You said we're all waiting for some damaging evidence. Man, shout out to Deontay, Mr. Deontay, man. That's what it was about today. Mia's supposed to testify tomorrow, and so that's what's going to happen tomorrow. He was supposed to leave today because the government had a flight booked for Deontay tonight, but they have to rebook. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all hear me. So I'm in this car. Can y'all hear me? What's up? What's up? Okay, cool. So yeah, man, tomorrow Mia's supposed to testify, and hold on, let me get his name. For iHeartRadio, Enrique Santos supposed to testify tomorrow, and Mia. Now, some people thinking it's a celebrity, but she was his assistant, but she going under the pseudonym Mia. So they're not giving out her name for obvious reasons. Because when they ask Nash to say, "Do you know who this person is?" Just say, "Do you know who it is?" Don't say her name. But she going under the suit. Hold on, y'all can't hear me? Damn. Can y'all hear me? Chantel, can you hear me? Why is the screen black? The screen black is because I'm doing something different. That's why the screen black. I'm doing something different, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something a little different, you know. You got to try different things. Nah, I don't know why the screen is black. It's like a glitch. It's a glitch in the thing. But to Mia's testifying tomorrow. That's going under the pseudonym Mia. Shout out to Deontay. He was like something Xavier Donaldson. A lot of people didn't understand his cross-examination because they saying a lot of comments saying it don't make sense. But what he's trying to establish is that Cassie had her own thing because he mentioned a clothing line. So he's trying to establish the fact that she was independent. That's why he was cross-examining. But some people don't think it's effective enough. But that's what I got out of it. You know, trying to establish that she had different things and she's independent and whatnot. She wasn't just solely financially dependent on Puff. But Nash did say that Puff had to approve everything. So the cross-examination in my mind didn't really go that well. I don't know what I was expecting, but it didn't go that well. He even said, "Nice jacket you got on." Deontay said, "Yeah, it's not your size," or something like that. He was like, Diddy was the reason why you became a celebrity stylist. He said, "Yeah, go on." He said, "I am going on." So they got a little bit, he got a little bit sassy with Xavier. So it didn't really go like how I expected it to go. I don't know what I was expecting from the defense, but I get what he was trying to do, though. But for me, it's still like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting a little bit more. Thank you, Max, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App, brother. I'm driving, so like I did see it. I did see it. But like I said, I don't know what I was expecting. But it's going over until tomorrow because he said he wasn't gonna be finished at 4. Then the judge was like, "Did you know that before you started questioning him? Because you know I told the jury that we're gonna end at 4." He said no. So the prosecutor said she will rebook Deontay's flight back to California or Los Angeles, wherever he's going, which city he's going to, I don't know. But it's gonna carry on until tomorrow. And iHeartRadio guy is gonna testify in Mia. Like I said, she's going under the pseudonym Mia, so she's protecting her identity. But I believe she was assisting a Puff, and she might be providing some damaging information. That was a funny exchange, right? They had a couple exchanges. So I don't know. Like I said, the defense, I guess they were trying to go with the fact that, you know, Cassie had something going on, you know, had a clothing brand, but he said Puff had to approve everything. But he kept saying how he was beating her up. You know, we're hearing this from multiple people. And in fact, he even hit Deontay. So you know there's no love lost there. And he was the one, remember Cassie testified and said her friend jumped on Puff's back? That was Deontay that jumped on his back. When they had when Cassie got that big gash over her eyebrow, she hit her head on the bed. Well, Deontay tried to jump on Puff. Him and Mia jumped on Puff's back. So it's a big mess. Yeah, there's no love lost. He called her Mrs. Fine. She said, you know, Cassie. He said, Mrs. Fine. Mrs. Fine. And he said, I just talked to her yesterday to congratulate on her new baby. So did. You could tell he probably trying to dig at Puff. For sure. He said, Mrs. Fine. You hear me? Mrs. Fine. And they still friends. He's still cool with her. So, you know he gonna have his girl back. He damn sure had her back today, though. He was honest. You know, he talked about the drug use, stuff like that. Yeah, he talked about the drug use and, you know, different things. But, yeah, man, he was definitely... he was there. He definitely didn't help the defense at all. That's for sure. He did not help them at all, brother. Let me park right here. I gotta go in this hospital. Let me park right here. He damn sure didn't help, man. He damn sure didn't help at all. But that was to be expected, man. That's Cassie boy, man. Tomorrow is gonna go down. It's definitely going down tomorrow. Mia gonna be on the stand. You said, Max, did he help anyone? He didn't help the defense. I tell you that much. He did not help the defense. He was a prosecution witness, of course. And he was talking about how many times Puff like beat Cassie up. It was just the way he was describing it is horrible. You know, kicking and pulling the hair and punching and stuff like that, and making her have a freak off, making her go to the hotel on her birthday. She didn't want no freak off. Yeah, the alias is Mia. It's not somebody that's famous. She just using that to protect herself, but it's not somebody that's famous though. It's an assistant. She just want to go under Mia. Um, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But I'm telling you, man, it's like I know the defense can't wait to put on their case because the prosecution said they're looking like they're gonna go the second week. They're gonna go until the second week in June, or they said it might bleed over into the third week of June. Okay, it might bleed over into the third week of June, and then they're gonna rest their case, and then the defense is gonna present their case. So somewhere around the third weekish of June, the defense should be putting on their case. So, which means that there's still a lot more people to testify. A lot more people to testify, but they said they're on schedule. They said they're going to cut some witnesses. They're not going to put on everybody. And they should be done by a little bit like the third week of June. They'll bleed over into the third week. You said the defense still not have given the judge their presentation. You said some say the defense is doing a great job. Today, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. But it just depends on who you talk to. Some people are pro Puff, so obviously they're not going to say that they did a bad job. I'm not going to say they did a bad job, but I don't know what I was expecting from Xavier Donaldson. I don't know what I was expecting, but he pretty much was establishing the fact that Cassie had her own thing and stuff like that. But I'm not really. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, the judge is very patient. You said they're trying him real good. Nah, he. They can't try that judge. That judge is on point. He's not one to get over on. Definitely not. He's not the one to get over on. So that's not happening. But I'm not going to be long today. I'm going to come back actually a little later. But yeah, he's not. He's definitely not the one, man, to get over on. But like I said, this witness currently he'll be finished in the morning. This Xavier is right now cross-examining him. He said something about "I like your jacket," and he was like, "It ain't your size." Like, what was the point of that question? I like your jacket. So I'm not impressed. Not by the least bit. I'm not, but I get where he was going, but yeah, man. Um, they did ask the judge about having Puff meet in this room in the courthouse until like 10 p.m. I don't know what I don't know if he decided on that or not. For these presentations, maybe I'm thinking maybe they're going to try to prep Puff to get on the witness stand, because a lot of, even what's his name weighed in on it today. Busby, Tony Busby, he said a lot of lawyers around the country now is saying that he may have to testify on his own behalf. They said the conventional knowledge tells you no, he shouldn't testify. He has the right to remain silent. But a lot of people saying at this juncture, he might want to testify now. He might have to. So maybe they need that time to prep Puff for this, for him to get on the stand. You said Diddy should not take the stand. The prosecution will eat him up. And also Busby said that Not only if he get on the stand, he's going to open himself up to stuff that would normally not get into the case. You heard what I'm saying? He said he will open himself up to stuff that will normally not get into the case. So this could open up Pandora's box, and they could talk about a lot of other stuff. So if he get on that stand, it's a huge gamble. But even I'm thinking he might want to take the stand. You know what I'm saying? He might want to take that stand now. But that's what a lot of lawyers are saying. Even Tony Buzzy said if he do take that stand, I'll be watching. So you got to be careful what he say, man, because he's still got a lot of other lawsuits pending and stuff like that. But I don't know if he don't have a choice, man. I think he might have to. And I think maybe that's what they were saying. Can we meet with him in this certain room up until 10:30 at night? I guess what they're trying to say is maybe they're trying to prep him. Maybe they're trying to get him ready, man. For his ultimate, he's acted before. He's been an actor before, so hopefully get on that stand and get his Johnny Depp on, man. But that's the big thing. I think they're prepping him. That's what I wanted to say before I get off here. I think they're prepping him to get on that stand. They're gonna try. They're getting ready for something, because he might not have no choice. Yeah, what's up, Ryan? You just coming in? I was like, the attorneys was asking the judge, could they stay in this certain room with Puff until like 10:30 at night? I think they get ready to prep him to get on that stand. That's just my opinion on it. I could be wrong. Because a lot of lawyers are saying that he may have to take that stand now. The way things are going right now, he might have to. Because they got to prep him and all the exhibits and go over all the exhibits and stuff like that, man, they might be ready to move on something. But he's the best person to tell his story at this point. Everybody else is telling the story for him. This was his business. You said no amount of prep gonna prepare for the can of worms they're gonna grill him about. I know. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like Busby said, he said if he get on that stand, things are gonna start to be entertained that would never have been entertained in the trial. Meaning that Pandora's box is getting ready to open all the way up. You said, what excuse for all them drugs and physical abuse? The only thing he could say, he was in a deep, dark place and hope that he connect with one of the jurors, I guess. I'm in a deep, dark place. Yes, I was an abuser. I'm really sorry for it. I don't know. But this is life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So he might be like, you know what? I can control the narrative at least. You said drugs will put you in a different world. That might have something to do with the drug use. Maybe he could say that. Maybe he could say the drug use and stuff like that. Yeah, he's back to reality now. He's like, what the fuck? He could probably say that on the stand. Like, I'm back to reality. I don't know. I did all this. Holy crap. I don't even remember half this stuff. But I can see the prosecutor saying, well, how did you run such a multi-million-dollar company then if you was out of your mind? Well, he was a high-functioning addict. That's an excuse. He's a high-functioning addict. I'm thinking about angles at this point that he could use. I witnessed one trial in South Carolina involving a prominent attorney, Alex Murdoch. And he completely blew it on the stand. But guess what? He might get that case thrown out. I don't know if y'all heard about it. I have to do an update on the Murdoch case. He might get that thing overturned, man. He got clout out there. You see what I'm saying? He's a prominent attorney. He got clout. You know what I'm saying? One of his attorneys is in the state senate. You see what I'm saying? He got clout. He might get that thrown all the way out. I have to entertain, and I have to go and entertain that story again because I covered that trial over here. But who's best to tell Puff's story but Puff? He's the best person to tell the story so this can make sense here on why all this foolishness happened. He could go into, like, I saw something happen in my childhood. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something, though. Like, the feeling that I have, you know, with that family, that they don't see people how we see people, man. There's a dark cloud over all of them. Not just him. It's a dark cloud over all of them. They don't see, I don't think they, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on, like, observing everything. They don't see people as humans, yo. They see people as lesser than, and that's their problem. It's not that, and I'm gonna tell you something. If he get on that stand, he might piss them off. So they gonna have to really strategize. They gonna have to really strategize this, because it could go all the way wrong. Because I don't think he know how to cry. He don't strike me as that person. Maybe he can bring up those names. Yeah, if he get upset, because you know they train to do that. They could get you upset, yo. If you're not focused, they could get you in a way that you be like, man, yo, what the hell? You said the strategy is for Mia. Well, she gonna, I guess, tell her story. You said a narcissist will cry, then they are very believable. I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people are narcissists, and then you got some people that don't have no feeling. I'm not saying he's like that, but he got to have some feeling on that stand. They got to work on it. But it's just a dark cloud, even over the people that support him. There's some evilness going on, man. I could feel it. There's some evilness going on. That's why I keep my distance. Because it's some evilness going on. And the evilness, I believe this is their last stand. You know, with all the demonic stuff that's going on in this world, it's their last stand. There's somebody else that got dominion over this planet. They just don't know about it. So, it's just like, even the people, like, it's a dark energy, man, with these people. And it's nothing that he said. It's just that it's how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. They don't see people as normal. They see them as lesser than, like, they're like elitists. Like, if you don't got more money than them and all this, but for him, he think he better than everybody. That's just my opinion. That's my assessment. And then he said the Puff was like threatening them and saying that, you know, your brother's a punk. You know, I'm gonna leak these videos. And then Deontay was like, well, Puff is on the video, so fuck if he leak them. He on the videos too. She said he's not. He was recording it. He's not on the video. It's just me and the dancers. So she was legitimately shook by that, because he wasn't on the video. She was. And he was threatening her with that. That's mind control. And It's mind control, man. That he played on. I'm telling you right now, if that jury is pissed at him, he's screwed, yo. He's screwed. And if he get on that stand and blow it up, get an attitude, it's over with. Yeah, he threatened to, I'm gonna show you a pound. No, he said he gonna email it to their parents' job so they can get fired. I wish that was my daughter. I said, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it, man. We gonna sue the fuck out of you. Go ahead and do it. See, I'm not afraid. Something happened to me this morning. And bullies, they bully people that don't fight back until another bully come in town. Now I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm the bad guy. No, you don't prey on older people, yo. You prey on me. You prey on me, man. And I bet you he changed his vibration. I bet you he did. I bet you he changed his vibration. I don't play about my mother, yo. I bet you he changed his vibration. I bet you he did. And my point is, you got people out here that he's a bully. The way all these people describe him, he was a bully to her. Bullies are punks. They're really actually punks, actually, until you bully them back. And then now you the bad guy. Now everybody ready to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got back at him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? When I heard that, like, yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit because now you don't play with somebody's parents, man. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with nobody's parents, man. Until somebody come to town that'll take you up on your offer. That'll take you up on it. You know what I'm saying? That'll take you up on the offer. So yeah, you know, when he said, yeah, I'm gonna email, I don't know if it happened, like we're going by Deontay's story, but if that did happen, that was wrong. And he paying for that. Like if he said, because her parents ain't had nothing to do with it. Like, so are you gonna email the videos to the job? They don't got nothing to do with that. But that was just to keep her in line so she won't go nowhere. Guys, they got him. They got him, man. They got him. That's why his lawyers are panicking. They got him, man. He got to take that stand now to explain himself. He got to take the stand. He got to. He got to take the stand. It don't look good. Everybody's telling the same goddamn story. Everybody don't lie on you. Everybody don't lie. He did that to control her so she could stay. So now she could say, now you can see it. I couldn't leave. He got these videos hanging over my head. And I was forced to do these videos. It's all coming together now. I know what his supporters say. Oh, no. Okay, well, y'all about to see this verdict. That's what y'all about to see. Y'all gonna get this work. That's what the prosecutor said. Y'all about to get this work. Yeah, you about to see this verdict. That's what you about to see. So don't be surprised when that verdict is less than favorable. Don't be surprised. Dude, because people, man, they got elderly parents, man. And they got the people, that shit is triggering. You know what I'm saying? That shit is triggering. I told that dude this morning, I'm willing to go to jail over mine. I don't have shit to lose. How about that? Somebody changed their vibration this morning. They sure did. They changed their vibration this morning. Hell, yes, they did. It ain't about being a tough guy. It's about protecting the people that you love. That's what it's about. You got to have somebody in the family to do that, or you will have situations. See, she needed a crazy ass uncle. That's what she needed. She needed a crazy ass, like, hold up. But see, the thing is, she probably would have hit it. She probably would have hid it from him. She probably would have hit it. Damn, this man strung out right here. Lord have mercy. Ooh, boy, he's strung out. Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna show him because I don't want to expose nobody. He looking at his umbrella, right? And he going down to the ground. In the rain too. He got his phone in his hand. He got his phone in his hand. And he looked young too. He looked like he ain't no more than like early 30s. He right in front of my car. I'm gonna sit here for a minute so he won't try to, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's gonna try to do. I'm gonna watch him. He looked like he about early 30s or something like that. It looked like he got a military hat on, like he was in the military. That's sad. Brother too. We respect his service though. We thank him for his service. I'm sorry he had to get on that shit though. Yeah, he definitely was in the military. Definitely was. He got a flag. He carrying a flag too. I wonder what that's about. But he is fucked up when I'm telling you. He probably did combat too. He probably had some combat in him. It's a shame, man. We need to take care of our veterans out here more, man. For real. Yeah, that's PTSD, man. I'm going to watch him so he won't go in the street and get hit, though. I'm going to watch him. But he close to the street, and there's a lot of cars going by. Only thing, he keep checking his phone. He keep jumping and going back and forth. He got a flag in his hand. I want to know what that's about. It's the flag is wrapped up. But yeah, man, you got to be protectors of your family, especially you got nieces, daughters, stuff like that, elderly parents. You got predators out here, man, that try to take advantage of people, man. Like, for real. So, yeah, man, I feel sad for this guy right here. He definitely was in the military. I don't know why he carrying that flag, though. There's something with that flag. Yep. He just staring off into space. He might be having an episode. He might not even be high. That's what I'm watching him. I don't want him to go out in that street and get hit. He definitely, because he's staring out in the distance, like he's not even with us. He might not even be on. He might be going through an episode because he's like hiding by the corner, like he's being shielded, like he's trying to shield himself from something. I used to see that a lot, man. My dad friend was like that. So I'm just gonna sit right here, and so I don't want to see him go in this traffic. He definitely staring out in the distance. It's like he's not even looking. He's like staring off. It's like that 1,000-yard stare. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And he just put it in his pocket. He put the flag in his pocket. No, he still got it. He's still holding on his armpit. He got a real flag too. He leaving now. Let me see if he going in this street. The light is red. But anyway, he don't. Yeah, he walk now. He not going the street. He walking up. But a friend of mine, she was dating this guy that used to happen to. But yeah, I would like to say, tomorrow Mia gonna be testifying. I'm maybe a lot of people thinking that he should testify. I don't know. But who's best to tell who's best to tell his story other than himself? That's the only thing I can say. He's best to tell his own story. Guys, I was out of my mind. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, Puffy, you said getting a deal with Trump. This is what Suge Knight was talking. Oh, you talking about a pardon? Trump just pardoned some people. Speaking of Trump, he just pardoned somebody. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think he has to figure this out. Yeah, I was looking to see if he gonna walk in the street. He looked like it's just like he just snapped out of it and he started walking. It's like his eyes, he snapped out of it. He definitely was having an episode. It's crazy. He had a military jacket on. You can't buy those. It was issued to him. It had his name on it. He definitely was in the military. That's like Marines. He definitely was. You say he told his story in that apology video. He got to do a little bit more than that. YouTube unfolded. I was in a dark place. Guys, I'm a human being. I can't believe this. I'm really sorry for all this I've heard. But I don't run no criminal organization. You said Charles Manson was out of his mind as well. It doesn't make it right. Helter Skelter. Actually, he wasn't out of his mind. He was crazy, but he wasn't out of his mind. He had other people do the crimes that we know of. The crimes that we know of. He just didn't get caught though, but he did get convicted of masterminding it. Yes. You know what they used to do? They used to break in people's houses and rearrange their furniture just to fuck with their minds. That was a crazy group, man. You said that was after he denied it was an apology video? He didn't actually... I forget what he said. You said a liberal conspiracy to bring down Diddy? A liberal conspiracy. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know, man. That's beyond my, I don't know if everything is not always a conspiracy though. But it could be. But he did do some crazy things though. Like all the beatings and stuff. So and then beating other people, that's what he's paying for right now. I believe that's what he's paying for. I tell you, somebody else govern this world, yo. He's paying for it. Like he's lucky he didn't kill her. He's lucky he did. Nah, this ain't political. This got something to do with him terrorizing her. And look, the reason why we say it's not alleged, because his lawyers said that in the opening statements, we submit to the abuse. They said there has been abuse. So that's not allegedly. And we saw the pictures. So he paying for that. How about that? He paying for that because he got to wear that. He got to wear that. You can't just sit there and beat somebody's child and you don't wear that. You got to wear it somehow. How would he like somebody to do that to his daughters? He wouldn't like that so well. He wouldn't like that so good. So he got to wear it somehow now. Somehow. So I think this might be it. This might be his calling right here. He can always change his life around and just have to be in jail. You can change your life around in jail and start mentoring people in jail. If that's where he headed, I don't know if that's where he headed, but if that is, you can mentor people there, man. He could turn his life around. But you can't just keep, you can't, some people in here got daughters. How you wouldn't like that he did that to your daughter. Like, you gotta, there's consequences in life. There's decorum in life. Just like in the military, you got superiors. It's a decorum how you treat them, because it has to be structured if you're going to go out here and go to war together. We got to have laws in this world. If not, it will be unsafe. It'll be lawlessness out here. So, you know, there's decorum, there's ways to act. You're not supposed to lay your hands on your spouse. That's supposed to be your partner. When you do that, there's an imbalance in your relationship. There's an imbalance. That's not supposed to happen. Men are protectors, physical protectors. We have the potential to get violent to protect our family. You're not supposed to lay your hands on your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever. That's not your child. There's consequences for that. We got rules for that. Yeah, we're supposed to protect the weak. We're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? We got to have rules in this society. Like, you cannot take advantage of elderly people and think that's okay. And think somebody not going to do something. It's not okay. We have decorum in this world. That's why this world, trust me, this world is still chaotic. It is. However, it'd be even more chaotic if we didn't have rules. We have to respect people. We have to respect people. If you respect people out here, you'll make it. It's still dangerous out here, but you got to have respect. If somebody hold the door for you, you got to say thank you. I don't care if it's a man. If he held that door for you, please say thank you, sir. I appreciate you. And guess what? You don't know. He could be ready to flip out. But you know what? You made his day by saying, I appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? That stuff goes a long way. That stuff goes a long way. So, yeah, it's just, we got to have that out here. We cannot him hitting her like that, he was out of pocket. That's why I don't have no sympathy for him. You know what I'm saying? I know people saying, well, is he guilty of this? I can understand that, but I'm not talking about the trial right now. I'm just talking about decency. He didn't have no decency for nobody. That's why he's where he is. That's why nobody took the gun charge. If he was respected, somebody would have took that gun charge. Like, bro, man, just put something in my account. You know what I'm saying? Put some money, some real money in my account. You know what I'm saying? An interest-bearing account. So by the time I get out of prison, I would have had all that interest built up, and I don't even have to touch the money you gave me. I could just live off that interest. You see what I'm saying? I could live off that interest when I get out in 3 years, or I get out in 4 years. I'll take that for you, because you was a good dude. You didn't do nothing. You got set up. They didn't do that to you. You got set up. You're innocent. But guess what? He's not. That's why nobody took the gun charge. That's why nobody took that. If he was a stand-up dude and I worked for him and I know he got buffaloed around and he's a stand-up dude, Puff, I got that for you. I got that. Just make sure you put some money in my account so when I get out, I have some real money. I'll take that gun charge for you, because you're innocent. But nobody come up to say that. So what is that telling you? All these people around, he had yes men around him. That's what it's telling you. If he was truly a good dude, somebody would have took that charge. I promise you that. Somebody would have. It happens all the time. Look, man, you the breadwinner of the family. Okay, we need you to stay out here to keep the bread coming, and I know you're going to help me out because you're a good dude. He'd be like, yo, Max, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the billions coming in. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to put, at least a couple million in my account for me for when I get out, for my troubles, right? To help me and my family, because I know you didn't do it. But see, nobody came up for that because they're all just as guilty as he is. That's why. Because they guilty of being yes men. And they gonna all testify against him. They not trying to go to jail for him. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail for him because he ain't no good dude. That's why. He ain't no stand-up dude. You see what I'm saying? If you're a stand-up dude, and let's say you didn't do this to her, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing about this. Don't get me wrong though. Nobody don't justify what he did to her. See, that's why he in the situation he in, because he put his hands on her. I could see if he was there and he didn't put his hands on, he was just there for something else. And you could tell they framed him. Somebody would come to his aid. There'd be more people speaking out against him. But guess what? The reason why there's no people speaking out against him because he wasn't a good dude. Everybody was scared of him. That's why. That's what it seemed like. From looking on the outside in, people were scared of him. Ain't nobody coming to his aid. Like people said, like where everybody else at? Where they at? Y'all had these black excellence events toasting the black excellence. That ain't black excellence laying your hand upside a woman's face. That ain't black excellence, man. That's somebody's mother now. That's somebody's mother. You know what I'm saying? She's somebody's mother now. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. So that's why he probably on trial, I guess, because a lot of people don't make sense of it. Like, damn, he got a criminal organization, like, boom, boom. He did, look, I believe he pissed somebody off, yo. And he was like, we done with this dude. We done. We done. We are done. Stick a fork in it. We're done. Stick a fork in it because it's done. Put a noodle on the wall. It's going to stick. This case is going to stick. That's how you know the noodles are done. Throw a noodle on the wall. It's going to stick. They trying to stick it. They trying to stick it. And I know he's saying like, damn, like I got a criminal organization. That's what they saying, Puff. That's what they saying. They saying he's got a criminal organization. I'm not saying it. But the more and more I hear about the stories of him beating her up and saying, if you leave, I'm going to tell your parents, I'm going to do this. That's why he there, yo. That's why he there. That's why he there, yo. That's why he there. He's suffering too. This is real suffering. He's suffering in real time. He's suffering, man. He's suffering in real time. I just shared this video on Instagram about this mother. She was talking to her neighbors. I guess one of the neighbor's son is in a gang. She said, y'all ain't hanging around my son. She had a gun like tied to her stomach. She had a gun and whatnot. She said, you ain't playing about mine. She said, come over here if you want to. I'm going to lay all y'all out. Some people don't play out here, man. Not when it comes to their family. They don't. You know what I'm saying? How you think her parents felt when they found out about all this? Just because he got money, he think he better than everybody. That's what I'm getting out of it. He think he better than everybody. Fuck black excellence. That ain't black excellence. He think he better than everybody. And I'm gonna tell you something. That's a coward. That's a coward move to beat up on a woman she defenseless, she can't fight back. That's a coward. Why didn't he fight Big Gene, yo? Then I could say something. Then I'm like, okay, he's still a coward if he hit her. See, that's what I'm saying. Bullies, they only go after people they know they can beat. That's a bully. He pick his battles. He pick his battles. He pick his battles. And he do it with certain women. That's what I'm getting out of this. Predators, they look for certain marks. They look for marks. Yeah, it's out of pocket. You said and Gene didn't help Cassie. I don't know. Was he working with him when Cassie was around? I'm not sure. Y'all tell me. But I'm talking about all the bodyguards that didn't help out. But maybe this is their way of helping now if they testify against him. So, because maybe they felt like he would have knocked them off. I honestly believe something. You know what I believe, guys? Like, why are these people scared of him? I believe they think he got away with murder. That's what I think the industry thinks. He got away with murder more than once, and they scared of him. It has to be something like that. It has to be. It has to be. I feel like people think he got away with murder, and he let it be known. And that's why people, because when I looking at that Drink Champs episode, the way they were looking, nobody said nothing to him. Nobody. Nobody said, man, shut the fuck up, man. Nobody said that. Nobody, no, Fab didn't be like, yo, what you talking about, me and you hanging out, man? I'm hanging out with my wife, man. What you talking about, man? We can go to parties and stuff. Ain't nobody talk back to him. That man, they said it. He might be the boogeyman, yo. He might be. He might be the boogeyman. He might be the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? He might be the boogeyman and they know it. That I understand, because if you dealing with the boogeyman, you got to be the boogeyman too to deal with the boogeyman. There's some real life boogeymans walking around. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. I had to talk to the y'all can hear me? I'm about to get off. Can y'all hear me now? I don't know if y'all could hear me because hold on one second. Oh, you can? Okay. I had a call. That's what happened. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a part two. Um, but what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. He's still a human being at the end of the day, right? Puff is a human being. I don't like to see somebody potentially go away for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a human being at the end of the day. I still see people as human beings that could be rehabilitated. And he just don't look like what they say he is, because he's not on anything. He just looks regular. And I know he's looking like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think so. So I don't know what the remedy is for this. Maybe a public apology first. Maybe we could start there. You know, a public apology. Like, I'm sorry for what I did to this woman and whoever else I affected. You know? He might have to testify, guys. He gotta win that jury. He gotta testify. He might have to. Because if I'm in the jury, I want to hear from him. I want him to sit there and look at us and convince us that you're a human being. Convince me that you're a human being and you're sorry. Please. Because you know why? Because the jury, they're gonna have to believe certain people to find him guilty. There's not a whole lot of a smoking gun here. Okay? Are they gonna take their side, or are they gonna be like, are they gonna be hung up on this? Yeah, he might have to talk to him. He might have to talk to him like, guys, I didn't mean I didn't mean to do this to her. And I take full responsibility for what I did to people. You know what I'm saying? He might have to, guys. He might have to. That's what I'm thinking about it, because like he might have to. He might have to try to win one of them over. He might have to. And I'm not speaking for the jury. I'm speaking for myself. But because this girl wasn't supposed to make it. Excuse me, this woman wasn't supposed to make it, man. That's what, after I'm hearing all this, she wasn't supposed to make it. God saved her. It wasn't her time. She's here for a reason. Everybody's here for a reason, but she have an assignment. God wasn't finished with her. She had an assignment. And he wasn't supposed to do that because he really could have killed her, man. He really could have killed her, man. Because see, I'm thinking, is it really the drugs? Because you ran a multi-million-dollar company, sir. You are very successful. I know you are. I know what people are gonna say. He's a high-functioning addict, but yeah. Thank you for telling me that. That's breaking news. He did. He didn't pardon him. He commuted his sentence. There's a difference. He commuted his sentence just about an hour ago in the White House. Trump just commuted Larry Hoover. It was a little bit over, and y'all talking about, and y'all against him. He seemed like he letting all the brothers go, huh? That's what it seemed like. But I ain't going there. But yeah, he commuted his sentence. I think it might be, at this point for him, it might be health reasons. But he still have to serve that state time. Sorry, guys. Oh, YouTube, that was yesterday. YouTube unfolded. That was yesterday. But let me get back to this real quick. That's another day. That's another day. Let me get back to this. But just to let y'all know, he will have to, when he on the stand. Hold on, let me just say this because I got to get off. I want to talk about Puff on the stand. That has to be a separate video. I don't know if I was going to entertain it. He pardons people all the time. That's not really something I want to entertain. That's just presidential thing. That's just what they do. He will have to get on that stand, man. I don't know, like, because conventional wisdom say he shouldn't get on the stand. But, you know, like I said, I keep hearing this over and over and over again. How many done punched or did this, he did that. The only person to tell his story is him. Oh, YouTube unfolded. No, I don't have to. The monitor is just as good. The monitor is just as good. I'm not going to be able to get in there. I only got 14 spaces, and people be fighting over them. I ain't got time to be sitting up there fighting with nobody. I really don't. I'm going to stay in the overflow room. Because, look, it's going down in the overflow room. I heard, what's his name? I ain't going to get into it. That's their business. I ain't going to get into it. But it's going down. Yeah, 14 spaces. That's it. I mean, I could get in, but I have to get there mad early. And I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to get there at no 5:30 in the morning. I'm not trying to do that. If I do get there 5:30 in the morning, I'm going to get me something to eat. Some breakfast or something. And chill in the car. But yeah, you can get, I mean, it's possible that you can get in. They have line holders, but it's not impossible to get that 14 space, but it kind of is. Yeah, it's strict in his main courtroom. You can't, no outbursts, no moving, no nothing. So I'd rather be in the overflow room. But if he take the stand, I mean, he might have to take that stand, y'all. I know he probably thinking, damn, he commuted Larry Hoop. But see, Larry ain't getting out, though, still. So you got to read the fine print. He commuted his sentence. So he probably thinking, well, maybe he can give me a part. Nah, yo. Nah, you still, nope. Not with this. The U.S., the Homeland Security got involved. Nope. I would say you have to get on the stand, maybe. I don't know. I'm against getting on the stand. You know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking about it. But he might have to tell his story, though. Because if he can connect with one person on the jury, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not this animal that they making me out to be. This monster, excuse me. I'm a human being that made bad decisions. And you know what he got to do? He got to have, like, you know what I'm saying, like that. And maybe so. We'll see what happens. But see, this is not a case where, like, just like, for example, yes, the bad boy truck was on the scene, but the jury is going to have to believe that he was in that truck. They're going to have to draw inference that he was in that truck, okay, at Tory Lane's house. I mean, damn, oh my God. Oh, Lord, you know it's been a long day. I said Tory Lanez. Then the video came out of Tory Lanez today. Did y'all see it? Him getting stabbed up. It was graphic. But he the reason why he's alive, though, the way he was doing, he kind of used some self-defense. He kind of used some self-defense the way he was moving. So Tory saved his life. Tory saved his own life. But that video is out, by the way. Damn, I said Tory Lanez. Lord have mercy. That means he about to get out. For me saying his name, Tory about to get out. Tory about to get out. But Kid Cudi. They have to draw inference that he was at Kid Cudi's house because now they know that the license plate matched up with Bad Boy Records. So that means the jury has to draw a lot of inferences. Yes, he was in the car. Yes, I did place him. Yes, I do believe that he went in his house. Yes, I do believe he had the gun that night threatening her. Yes, I do believe he was trying to go after Kid Cudi, this and that. Yes, I believe it. Okay, they have to draw those kind of inferences. Okay? There's no video of him at Kid Cudi's house. You see what I'm saying? So he might have to get on that stand. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I'll be back. I got to go up in here. I will be back and do a part 2. Thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate y'all as always. And I'll be back shortly. All right, y'all.